All right, today we're going to dive deep into the microscopic machinery that literally makes all life possible. We're talking about the incredible and unbelievably efficient world of enzymes. So think about this for a second. Right now, your body is like this bustling chemical factory, and it's running trillions of reactions every single second just to keep you alive. How in the world does it manage all of that at a nice, stable body temperature without, overheating? Well, the answer lies with a group of absolute biological superstars. These are the unsung heroes working inside every single one of your cells. They're biology's master catalysts.
So what exactly is an enzyme? Well, to put it simply, it's a biological catalyst. It's usually a protein, and its whole job is to massively speed up a chemical reaction without getting used up itself. I mean, every single metabolic reaction happening in your body right now is being driven by an enzyme. Without them, life as we know it would just grind to a halt.
The way they work is kind of like a super precise four-step molecular dance. First, you've got the enzyme and its specific dance partner, the substrate. Then, the substrate locks into a special spot on the enzyme called the active site. Once they're connected, the real magic happens. The enzyme works on the substrate, changing it into the final product. And finally, that product is released, leaving the enzyme totally unchanged and ready to grab another partner. And it does this over and over, sometimes thousands of times a second.
Now, this incredible specificity begs the question, in the super crowded environment of a cell, how do an enzyme and its substrate find each other so perfectly? Well, the first big theory to explain this was actually pretty elegant and simple. It's called the lock and key model.
This idea came from Emil Fischer way back in 1898, and the model suggests that the enzyme's active site has this fixed, rigid shape, just like a lock, and only a substrate with the exact, perfectly matching shape, the key, can fit into it. It's a really clean, mechanical way to think about how specific enzymes are.
But it's a great analogy, but it does get you thinking. Is biology ever really that rigid? What if the connection was a little more dynamic? What if the lock could actually shift its shape just a little bit to get a better grip on the key?
And that question right there is what pushed the science forward. It led us to a more modern and, frankly, more accurate explanation that really captures the dynamic nature of biology, the Induced Fit Model.
So, along comes Daniel Koshland in 1959, and he refines the original idea. He suggests that the enzyme's active site isn't static at all. It's flexible. As the substrate gets close and binds, it actually induces a change in the enzyme shape, creating this perfectly snug fit. So think of it less like a rigid lock and more like a glove that molds itself perfectly around your hand.
Okay, so let's just put these two ideas side by side to make it super clear. The classic lock and key model, it's all about a rigid, unchanging active site, but the induced fit model, which is really how we understand it today, sees a flexible site that actually adapts to the substrate. It's a subtle change in thinking, but it makes a huge difference in understanding how these little machines really work.
Okay, so we've covered how enzymes work, but that brings us to the biggest question of all. Why are they so absolutely essential for life? Well, it all comes down to taking an energy shortcut.
See, every single chemical reaction needs a little push to get started. It needs a certain amount of energy to kick things off, and that's called activation energy. The best way to think about it is like a giant hill that you have to push a boulder over before it can roll down the other side.
And this graph shows you exactly what an enzyme does. That huge peak, that's the activation energy, the massive hill you'd have to climb without an enzyme. Now look at the lower peak. That's the same reaction, but with an enzyme. What the enzyme does is basically build a tunnel through that energy mountain. It doesn't change where you start or where you finish. It just creates a much easier path to get there, drastically lowering the energy needed.
So, if we were to write a job description for an enzyme, this would be it. Its main job, lower that activation energy hill. And it's a reusable tool. It's never consumed or changed by the reaction. And because of this, it allows all these vital chemical reactions to happen millions of times faster than they normally would, letting the whole complex symphony of life play out at our mild body temperature.
So the next time you think about what makes you tick, just remember this incredibly intricate dance. It's happening inside you, trillions of times a second. It's the quiet, unseen, and absolutely essential work of enzymes that makes you, you. Makes you wonder what other invisible marvels are at work right now, keeping us all